what better time of year is there than spring, when you can get outside and do a little bit of planting and enjoy sticking your fingers in the dirt and watching plants grow and watching them produce what we hope they all produce for us, is something to eat later on during the summertime. At Anderson Seed and Garden, we've got a ton of bulk seeds that are grown for this area. In fact, everything on this list we've grown here in Cache Valley. We know they do really well, and we've got them in bulk quantities, so you can buy as small or as large a quantity as you need to do the job. And today what we're going to do is we're going to try a couple of these varieties on this list. Of course, the wind's not cooperating very well, but we're going to try and plant a few rainbow carrots. We're going to try a little bit of jade bush beans, and if we've got time, we'll throw a little bit of sweetness carrots in as well too. When I'm doing carrots, I like to start with my rake, and I'll just kind of lightly rake the area where I'm going to plant those carrots. So I'll just rake it real light, kind of make a spot for those carrots to grab on, those carrot seeds to grab into. Just like that. And I like to plant kind of a wider row. I won't do it as wide as this rake, but we'll plant kind of a wider row. And my rainbow carrots are one of my favorites. So there's red, purple, yellow, white, and red carrots, and orange carrots, sorry. Red, purple, white, yellow, orange carrots all mixed together in the rainbow mix. Now, opening my package up, and you can see the seeds. So, look just like carrot seeds. We've got a lot of different varieties of carrots, but this just happens to be one of my favorites. After I rake that area, we can put a little bit of our Happy Frog tomato and vegetable food down. This is an all-natural blend of fertilizer. It's got micronutrients, it's got mycorrhiza, beneficial microbes and microorganisms in there that'll help condition the soil, free up nutrient, make it available to your plants. And the Happy Frog tomato and vegetable food is definitely one of our favorite fertilizers. And we can sprinkle it right down the row where we're going to plant our seeds. Usually about a cup per 10 feet is what we would normally do. Get a little bit closer here so the wind doesn't blow it all away. Alright. I like to kind of work that into the soil just a little bit. Right where we're going to plant our carrots. Get rid of those rocks. And we can apply this fertilizer because it's such a slow release fertilizer before we plant. So we can put it right in the row where we're going to plant. And we don't have to worry about feeding all the weeds in between the plants. Now with the carrots, just a light sprinkle. We really don't want too many carrots out. So as they start coming out, you want about one seed every inch to inch and a half. So we're going to plant a little bit thicker than that. Maybe we'll do half with the rainbow carrots and half with the regular carrots. So I've got probably 4 or 5 seeds per square inch, but as they really start to grow, I'll thin those out and get them to about 1.5 inches between each carrot. That way we get nice big carrots. And here's our sweetness carrot, which is one of our sweetest varieties that we've ever grown. Really sweet, good carrot. And we'll finish this row up with the sweetness. Just put a few of those out. Now what I like to do at this point is just cover them up with a very thin layer of soil. So I kind of raked a bunch of soil down towards the end, and we'll just take that and we'll just sprinkle it right over the top of the carrots. Try and just barely cover the carrots up, maybe with say a 1/4 inch of soil. So we don't want them too deep. We're almost going to plant them just like grass seed and just barely cover them up. After I get the seed covered up, a little bare spot right there. Alright, just to kind of pack them down a little bit, I like to just step on them lightly. So I'll just go down the row with my feet and just kind of compact them down. Keeps the seeds from washing away, and just the motion of compacting them down just a little bit helps them germinate better. At least that's what we found. So we always step on them just to kind of compress them down into the soil. So I'm not going to stomp on them too heavy, but just a light tread on those carrots to kind of pack that down just a little bit, and that's going to keep them right in place. Then best way to water them is once a day, just a little bit of water just to keep them moist until they come up. You can do that with a watering can, and we've used the watering can with great success, just a light water down each row. Or you can use a soaker hose, or you can use actually a sprinkler doesn't work too bad to get the carrots to come up, but then all of a sudden you've got weeds coming up all over the place as well. So if you can do a soaker hose or a watering can to get those to germinate, that really works the best.